mortgage rates over the last year. Let's take a look at those. So let's look at the 30-year fixed mortgage rates. Right now, as of today, we're at 6.75. Now this is national average from across the nation, and that is April 4 of 25. Let's go back to April 4th of 24, which is going to be right here, and we're at 7%. So we're about a 0.25% difference. Now, what does that do to the overall payment? We can go back to the calculator and calculate that if you'd like to, but not a huge difference in interest rate, just being a 1/4 point. But if you were here and bought it here, and then you were able to refinance somewhere down here, you went from a 7%, and we just did this calculation, you went from a 7% interest rate to a 6% interest rate. That's huge. But what you also did if you bought last year was you had a 6% equity gain in your house, depending on what area you're in. But if you're in Michigan, you had a 6% equity gain on that house as well. And at a $250 price point, if you bought it for $250,000, it's now worth $12,500 more this year than it was last year. And that's the important factor that I want to tell so many people about, in the aspect of don't wait for interest rates. If you can afford a home, purchase it. Again, the national average is somewhere around 398,000, 400,000, and all eyeballs, or more and more eyeballs, are gearing towards Michigan. We see a lot of people transplanting to Michigan, and it's because of our home values. They still see it as affordable. Even though people in Michigan don't see it as affordable, we are still affordable compared to the rest of the nation.